Minnesota days and playing with Garnett and like going back to those early days of your mindset, which was a lot different than a lot of guards at that time. Let alone players, basketball players. Nobody had your mindset that you had. Like, you was completely different focus. So to go in Minnesota with somebody that you was with through high school, close friends with, that mindset of both of y'all going to Minnesota.
We talked about it. We talked about playing with each other. We talked about, us winning championships, playing basketball together and winning championships. And when I went to Minnesota, I was so happy to go there to be playing with him and to be, hooping with somebody who I spoke with and I said, yo, I wanna play with you and build, and then we go to Minnesota. It's great playing. But now I'm 19 years old and I'm living where there's 6% black people, and it snows, it's 10,000 lakes, it's cold, it's like 40 below every day in the wintertime, it's black ice. There's so many different challenges in the life of how you live. And, this is a place where I wasn't familiar with. I wasn't used to it. I grew up in a melting pot in New York, where it's black, white, Chinese, Puerto Rican, all different type of people that I grew up with. And then I leave, I go to school in Atlanta, where it's predominantly black people, when I go to Georgia Tech. And then now I leave school and now I go to Minnesota where, it's predominantly white people. And, during this time, when I get there, it was the summertime because it's after the draft and it was beautiful, it was nice, the weather. But then as things started to change, I was like, man, it's really cold.
It's brick out there. That's where it's different.
I was like, this is serious. I was like, this is not. And I lived in Coney Island near the water.
That's a different type of cold.
I was like, this is different.
Yeah. That shit hit different, bro.
So, and it's not changing. This is not changing. This is consistent. This is everyday consistency.
It's not a cold front. It's just cold.
It's what it is.
It's cold as shit.
It's different.
There, bro.
So, and now I'm there for my first year. And it's cool. I weather it. I play. We make it to the playoffs. This is the first time in franchise history. They never made it to the playoffs before. My first year, we make it. Okay, we rolling. Me and KG, we balling. Second year come, I have so many incidents. I almost died like 5 or 6 times. Like I'm driving over a bridge. I hit black ice. I spin out. And no cars coming. I'm in a car looking both ways, just praying like, thank you, God, no cars was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it not only happened one time, it happens another time. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this.
So that wasn't affecting on court, though.
No, this had nothing to do with court.
Yeah.
Nothing. You look at how we played from when I left, you won't see nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. So
it was just the environment.
Yes, it was just I couldn't.
I didn't. The city, not the.
I told them. I said, look, this has nothing to do with the team or the people. The fans are dope.
Yeah.
You look at the games in Minnesota when Edwards they in the game. They are passionate.
Always been like that.
It's love.
Yeah.
It's all love, and my love for Minnesota is still the same. It never changed.
That was an exciting ass. You and KG was an exciting.
It was crazy,
duo, man. Like
and what I tried to express and explain was I was like, look, this has nothing to do with my decision. Because what I did was I went to Glenn Taylor. I went to the owner and I said, Mr. Taylor, I said, look, you guys have been nothing but nice to me. You drafted me. I said, but in the free agent market, when the time come, I said, it's best for you to try to trade for me to get something from me than to let me walk and become a free agent.
You was working with them. But they was taking it a different way.
That's how I went to them. Kevin McHale, he didn't like it. He was mad. We was building something. And now I understand and I get it. But at the time, I'm like, there's no way I can be here 2 days later. I'm all of these different things. I cannot be selfish, jealous of Kev, I'm like, what? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't make the same amount of money. So you mad? I'm like, you guys, I said, there's a ceiling over our head. There's literally a cap. There's no making no more money. There's no more making 200, 300 million. No, that's over with. That was killed. So with that in mind, if that is killed and we know that that's killed, you only can offer me what you can offer everybody else. Right. Iverson, you know, all of the people that were up, that Kobe, that was signing for max contracts. So we all got the same amount of money. It's all max.
It was already tiered off.
If I was going to New Jersey or if I was going to
it was
Oklahoma,
tiered off, yeah.
It's the same money. It's no different. So it made no sense. You know what I'm saying?
The narrative.
But I understood how people felt. And I was still able to have compassion towards fans feeling a certain way and people feeling a certain way. And as I've gotten older and moved past it, you know, I really get it. I was like, I would be mad too. If I see what I'm watching and I'm looking at this in the Midwest, we never won and now we're winning and then now all of a sudden this guy's gonna leave because he says it's cold.
And we built this around you.
They were building it around us.
I would have been in a press conference like, yo, my car spun out like 8 times, y'all.
I didn't do that.
Big Bro died.
I didn't
Big Bro was at? Big Bro was Big Dog was
I didn't do that. And I think maybe, I think maybe I should have shared more of my experiences instead of it just being the way I was. And then it was kind of like when it went sideways, it was like, well, this spun all the way out. There's no explaining. Nobody doesn't want to hear anything. It's all good though, because at the end of the day, every experience, I got to really learn something through all of them. And I thank God now because, at 47 years old and experience, I was one of the guys, I went to play in the Midwest. So I got fans in Minnesota. Then I went to play in New Jersey. I got fans in New Jersey. Then I left from New Jersey. I went to the Sun. So I got fans in the West Coast, the Suns. And then I left and went to New York. And then I went and capped it off and went to Boston.
Yo, the NBA regular season may be a wrap, but PrizePicks has got you covered when it comes to helping you make some bread.
PrizePicks is a daily fantasy app where you can select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and turn $25 into $250. PrizePicks is wild simple to play. I can make my picks and submit my entry in less than 60 seconds.
Be sure to visit prizepicks.com/7pm. And we're going to give you the code. So use our promo code 7pm for a deposit match up to $100. But in the meantime, stay locked in at 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.